to the couch.
I'm Mark.
What's up, everybody? I'm Meg.
What's up, yo? I'm Dre.
What's up? I'm Danny, and welcome to the couch.
Make some noise! My prayer warriors.
Prayer warrior day. So on today's episode,
My lord?
Are you booing?
No, I'm not moving.
are you moving?
Booing?
We're
Booing?
so moving.
Who come?
He's standing child. Let me stop.
Alright.
On today's episode,
No, I didn't. Can he get through? Can he get through?
Why are you yelling at me?
I heard your bones crack.
The mic can pick it up.
I hope it did. Child, Skeletor. On today's episode, we'll be talking about motivation. So actually, firstly, how are you guys feeling? Trey, how are you feeling today?
You know what? Things is not always good in my head. But every day the sun won't shine. That's why I love tomorrows. Amen.
Amen.
And name something positive.
Hallelujah.
Something positive that happened this week. I still have a job. I watched a few coworkers get fired, so yeah. Neither here nor there. My boss might be watching. Amen.
There's something about the cash register.
Child.
Something of this one.
Ooh, I think it's a little bit on top for me.
I'm a little overwhelmed. Work is a lot for me. It's like, it follows me home. And when I'm off, I'm not really off. But, yeah, so that's how I'm feeling right now.
And what's something positive that happened?
Something positive. I woke up this morning and I was able.
Yes.
I'm able.
Come on.
Shout out to your abilities and non-abilities. Mark, how are you feeling?
I too am overwhelmed a little bit. I guess it's that kind of week.
Yeah.
My friend dynamics are annoying me.
You like that sometimes.
It do be like that sometimes, unfortunately. But a good thing that happened, I hit the scale and I'm a consistent 220.
Period.
That makes me happy.
Come on.
Big, act, Cadillac, got that like that.
Big bag.
You think the 20 of that is just like in that ass?
You said what?
The 20 is just like in that ass?
Yeah.
How many ounces of silicone? I'm just kidding.
Now, that's a nasty. Okay. We ain't going to
You cannot confirm or deny, but it's true.
Cannot confirm or deny. That's crazy.
As far as me, I feel like I'm feeling a little anxious. I go back to work at the end of the month, and I don't want to. I got to. No, I got to. I don't have a choice because I got goals and things I want to accomplish. So, as far as it's going great this week or anything positive that happened this week, I had Wi-Fi in my new place. So, we're now cooking with.
Oh, please. Cook
I can't wait to see.
Yeah. So, I want to talk to you boys this week about what motivates you. Who would like to start?
Money.
Money rule everything around me.
People say that money don't rule the world, and I would like some money so that I can figure out for myself.
For research purposes.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm down financially, I'm down all around.
You're not wrong.
It's sad town. Bitch, my misery don't love company. I don't want to talk to nobody.
I'm going down.
I'm going
Or
down.
temporary.
When I got some money though, it's time to spend it. I feel good. Because I got a haircut. I got the funds to do whatever the fuck I want.
Absolutely.
I love having funds. Money, unfortunately, does rule my world a little bit.
Did you not have fun? Or did you not have
Funds.
Yes.
Questions that need answers. I didn't have either. But I do feel like money is motivation to me because this is how I'm going to accomplish my goals. It's also how I'm going to get to where I want to be, or where I want to be, rather. The things that I want right now, I'm not gonna call them quick fixes, but like, and they're not materialistic neither. But the things that I do want immediately, money could really help that right now.
Yeah.
So I would like some money, and money motivates me.
Period.
Good answer. Good answer.
Thank you, man.
I feel like answering with you.
Maybe one more.
Me, I feel like this sounds like corny to say, but my haters.
Period. So
I'm not the type of person that thinks that like, oh, I got a lot of haters. But if you're being real, some people be hating.
It's a few.
Yeah.
like out of spite.
And I'll be damned if I let one of those motherfuckers see me down bad. I'll be damned. So that's what I tell myself, like, let this motherfucker see me.
You be telling yourself like you can't let the ops win.
Yes, basically.
If they see me doing this, they fucking win. No. Like, no, I'm about to get out and go do it. Another big motivator is anger. Like, if you make me mad, especially in relation to something that's a goal of mine, I'm going to get it out. I'm going to knock it out of the park. Yeah. I'm going to beat your ass doing that.
When you say that anger motivates you, though, like, do you feel like it drives you to do better or worse things for yourself?
Better.
Okay.
So, let's say if I told somebody like, oh, I'm trying to have an 8-pack by the end of the summer, and they see me eating a cheese stick or something, they're like, oh, you're not getting an 8-pack, I'm gonna just go hit the gym and stop eating a cheese stick. I can be like, oh, damn, that person just made me feel like shit. Let me eat to make myself feel better. I'm not that type of person.
Okay.
So it sounds like you're not spite, but kind of like what you saying.
Good spite.
That's what I was
Yes.
going to say. Like, it kind of sounds spiteful, but like it's benefiting you.
Yeah,
So,
it's just spite.
yeah.
But also, I was like, not something that I can rely on because I don't always want to be angry.
Definitely.
And I normally cut the noise, so I don't know what they're saying anyway. If that makes sense. Yeah.
I feel like maybe I should rely on my anger a little bit more. But my anger also looks a little bit different than yours. My anger is expressive.
Yeah.
It's typically towards the person that made me angry.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like a watch me level up when you fuck nigga. It's very,
Watch me get violent.
we want to do this, let's do this.
Sometimes it's needed. So I ain't gonna say that. Nothing against
Yeah.
it. Sometimes they need to hear that.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm gonna hold on to that.
That's
Go ahead,
interesting.
Mark.
Yeah, like motivate you.
I'm honestly motivated by sheer will. I hate the idea of like something having like control of me. So I'll use like the 75 hard. It's not I can't do it.
Yeah.
I can do anything.
Definitely.
So for me, like I'm like motivated just by sheer will a lot of the times. Like because I had to get I gotta dig deep in order to get shit done. I feel like me being motivated by anger won't last long because I don't stay mad.
Yeah.
Like me being motivated by just anything like external doesn't serve me because I really won't. It won't get me far. It'll get me a few steps up, but once I stop feeling that feeling, it's done. But the idea of something just being like, oh, it's too much for me, just doesn't sit right with me. So in my mind, if I want to do it, I just have to do it. That's it.
What I'm hearing you say is like, you saying to yourself like, I ain't gonna do it, so I'm gonna get it done.
I'm gonna get it done.
But rise to the occasion.
I don't have a choice,
Yeah.
basically.
Okay.
That's right.
As far as what motivates me, it's kind of spite a little bit. Like I remember being in undergrad before I got my master's degree, and my professor telling me I should change my trajectory. So I wanted to get my master's, I wanted to be a therapist. I wanted to do research too, and she her being like, maybe go into something else. And now I got it. I didn't do that out of spite, but I continued with my plan anyway.
And then you get the shit on me. You know, something similar happened to me when I was in culinary school. When I was in culinary school, I had a white instructor tell me I was in a charcuterie class, and anyway, I was in a charcuterie class, and I forget like what we were doing in this specific week, but my instructor basically told me like, you're not a good chef, and like you ain't gonna be able to blah blah blah. When I made sous chef, I looked at my alumni on the school website to see like if I could find her email, and on one of the bulletins it said that like she had passed away. That's exactly what the fuck you did. If you ever thought that I couldn't do something, that's exactly what you get, bitch. You really, for me, right, to tell me that I can't do something or I can't accomplish something, I do let that fuel me too, right? Because watch me. The things that people
I was not expecting it.
Things that people have told me that I can't do, I've done and then some, right? And so when I signed the ink on this contract at my job, I laughed so hard to like the point of tears, but like I was also emotional, right? Because like that was a dream that I had for a very long time since I even found out that I wanted to cook for a living and like do all of these things. But her words stuck to me for a very long time, and every year that I worked through restaurants and I didn't get offered a position, it made me more upset. Yeah. But every year I got better at my craft, from life skills to my techniques to everything underneath the sun. I just got just a little bit better. And bitch, when I made that sous chef, when I got to sous chef, oh bitch, you couldn't tell me nothing. A bitch told me that I couldn't even get here. And look at me now.
Exactly.
And look at her.
Yeah.
Fuck you, bitch.
From beyond. Sure. But yeah, so a portion of it is spite, but the second half of it is ambition. I would say that I'm a really ambitious person, and also I'm delusional. So I don't think there's anything in this world I think I can't do. Like, you're gonna have to prove it to me.
I agree. I think also for your dreams and aspirations and like things that you want in general, like you gotta be delusional about them. I feel like a small part of the delusion is kind of manifesting it too, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like even for our podcast situation, this is literally manifestation and being delusional. What?
I wasn't delusional.
At a point in time when I first was thinking about starting a podcast and how I envisioned it all being blah blah, I was delusional about it, and then it happened. So a small part of it was delusion.
I agree.
I feel like a good amount of the things that I'm going to do in the future or the things that I want now are driven by delusion because I can already imagine myself there.
Absolutely.
I can see myself in certain places, and I'm in my mind I'm already there.
I think I see it differently. I don't see it as like delusion. I just see it as like this is where what I'm doing should end up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If I keep at it and keep good. So nothing about anything that I do is delusional, or I don't feel like it's coming from a delusional place. It's like, yeah, if I keep working at it, if I keep working hard, this is where I'll be. So this is where I'm gonna keep going.
I do think that people make you. I think the word delusional more so just it comes from what other people make you feel like. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like certain skills. If you said you wanted to be a doctor, right? People wouldn't think that's delusional. They would keep up for you and probably try to give you as many resources as possible to make that happen. But when you say you want to be a singer, right? Somebody would say that's delusional. They would be like, you know the odds of being a singer?
Y'all heard me say?
Girl, I don't want to hear that.
Not you in particular, because you can't sing.
Uh-oh.
But
I'm going to be singing. Mama, I want to sing.
Bad. But for some people it'll feel delusional. It'll be like a podcast is one of them things where I don't think many people will take it serious. Mm-hmm. Or if you say it, they're like, oh, okay.
Sure.
So you do need a little bit of like angst and gut and a little bit of gusto to just be like, bitch.
Yeah. The way I view delusion is like I'm pulling something from a realm that doesn't exist yet, and I'm pulling it into reality. I'm
That's
creating
exactly
it,
how I view
manifesting
it.
it.
Manifest.
I'm
Yeah.
creating it in real time in real life. It might take longer.
I master manifest.
Prime example, I remember working at a company years ago. I just got my bachelor's degree. And I was talking to the girl. She was telling me her plan about going to nursing school and what she wanted to do. And I'm like, yeah, I'm considering being like a nurse practitioner later in my life. But my plan is probably to get my degree in counseling first and then go that route. This is before I knew about some of the programs I know about now. And I remember her telling me my route was stupid and it didn't make sense. And I'm like, well, bro, this is my route. Your route is your route.
It don't make sense for you.
I just sure that's 7 years older. Regardless, that's not important. Like, yeah,
But
I just
also, just
ignored
like,
that.
imagine somebody telling you what you can or what you cannot do. Who are you talking to? And also,
I'm
this
sure.
is also where a small part of like anger comes in for me. Because like, also real shit, who are you talking to? Who are you to make jurisdiction of what I can do and what I'm capable of?
But
I'm going to show you everything that I am made of, and I'm going to shit on you with it.
professionally, I'm about to knock all this shit over because you got me fucked up, and that's just what it is.
I feel like to tell somebody what they can or what they cannot do is a form of playing with them a little bit. It's
Sure.
disrespectful. Imagine, especially if it's a friendship, or even if it's not, even if you're my coworker, and I'm like, yeah, like I'm going to apply for such and such position or whatever, and you like, oh, you're not cut off for that.
Okay.
Just who? Bitch, what scissors?
Now you're boss.
That's why that bitch got fired. Mind you,
And that's a different story.
Some people, yeah, you gotta stop coming in late. They looking at you. Bitch, can you get fired?
Somebody told me that I wasn't professional enough to the higher ups, and they never gonna look at me. I'm like,
Nigga be trying like.
they've been asking me to take your position, and I said no. Go ahead. Now I'm 2 positions higher.
Yikes.
Sucks to be you.
That's why you just gotta mind your business.
Yeah, mind your fucking business.
It's so free. It's free to just like mind your business. It's also free to just shut the fuck up. We as a people are not shutting up more. I want everybody to learn the art of being quiet.
The new challenge, but in like real life.
Earlier you said that friendship dynamics was a little troubling for you this week. You know why? Probably it's because people are not being quiet. You said that you were feeling overwhelmed about certain things from work when following you home. You know why? People aren't being quiet.
You're not.
What did you say earlier?
I don't want to back the word.
Because people don't be
They
quiet.
don't be quiet.
Shut up.
Like, let me just go home and collect the trailer.
That's literally his job.
Cut that part out.
I don't want to talk to you, but you're right. Come on.
How you doing today?
I don't feel like this. Keep me like.
But I do feel like that's probably like a real emotion though.
But you can no.
And
Yeah,
for
that's not enough.
any career that you pick though,
Yeah.
today I don't feel like doing it.
Of course.
Call
Bitch,
out.
I didn't feel like doing it
Yeah,
today.
call out.
Oh my gosh, I can imagine my therapist being like,
Like, hey, girl, I'm not in the mood.
I don't want to deal with this.
This is a hate mood text.
Always something.
Our session will not be happening today. Imagine. Go ahead.
Your therapist telling you it's always something to
Imagine your therapist sighing when you hear you talk.
Our last 3 sessions, I told you what to do, and you're telling me again. Okay, we're going to have to end this session early today.
You're blowing
You're
me.
about to lose.
You're blowing me at this point. So I wanted to segue into some things like, so we talked about what motivates you, but I want to talk about your why. So like maybe some things that happen in your life that are your reasoning, kind of like still your motivators, but like based on specific events or like maybe canon events, things that changed for you.
I think my why. Is it's a little complicated.
Okay.
My why really just comes from me gaining my will to live again. For real. Not on like no unalive myself type, but like for a long time, like it didn't. I didn't care.
Yeah.
Like I didn't.
Autopilot.
Whatever. Yeah, like you know what I mean. Like I'm not driving the car and somebody else is. Like bitch, I'm not even here. So now that I'm back in control, I think that I want to see how good it can get.
Yeah.
I would say that that's definitely my why. I've really seen how bad life can get on some real shit, and I feel like once I got back in control, I really have started to see how good it can be. So I know that it can be even better.
Yeah.
So that's probably my why. I definitely gotta see. I gotta see it through.
I like that.
And I want to say that that's probably this year or like last year is kind of like when I started to gain a little bit of that back. But like this year, it was full throttle, and like that's the first time I feel like I could say that since I was probably like a teenager. Yeah,
That's real.
yeah,
That's good. That is real.
yeah.
That's heavy.
So it's like
Life is it's heavy. I can definitely say the same. You know. Yeah. So I'm gonna say that. But man, what is your why?
My why is because a lot of people can.
David can.
And I can.
Period.
But not
You're
like
better than those people.
No.
no, man, pop your shit.
No, not even
I'm
that.
playing with
It's because you know the field of where I work.
Yes.
So a lot of them,
The low capacity or
yeah, they live normal lives and then suddenly they stop. And even if they want to live a fulfilling life, it's not going to be to the capacity of what I can. I can just hop in a plane, do anything that I want to. So watching them, and a lot of them are good people. I owe it to myself to live the best life that I can because I'm a good person. Like I don't go out here fucking people over.
Yeah.
Even the people that I work for, like I want them to live fulfilling lives too, to the best that they can. So that's my why, is because I can and I should. There's only one life to live. Like I don't want to look back when I'm like 80. I don't even know if I want to live to 80.
No shit.
it's not
Yeah,
like
I don't want.
It's not worth it. It's crazy.
I don't want to be on Pampers, but I don't want to look back.
People live past 80 and don't be in
Yeah,
Pampers.
Pampers.
Okay, but some people don't.
Well, that's okay.
anyway.
Hold on to it. Hold on to it. Thank you.
You got it.
I smell shit. But
I
I don't want to look back in my. I don't want to look back in my life and like have regrets.
Yeah.
Like I never did this.
That's
like some
really-
people in my family, they never even get on a plane before. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't do that.
I feel that. I love that
I
too.
do too.
Yes.
Like how you mentioned your profession and how like it motivates you.
Yes,
constantly.
it for sure does.
Because yeah, I've been there for before and it definitely is humbling and motivating.
Yes.
I also don't know if I want to do it though. I ain't gonna-
You what?
75 was like a good joint to get up out of here.
It depends on
That's
how.
so young.
It depends on how like mobile and stuff I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, what functions do I still have?
Yeah, if I'm still functional, then let me live. But if I can barely make it down the steps,
If I was about to say, by the time I reach 75, if, by the time I reach 75, if I need help with everything,
Well, now's the time to work on it.
That part.
yeah.
I'm
build the foundation now, so when you are 75, you live.
Yeah.
okay.
How old you want to live to? 100?
It's not a. I want to live until I can't do for myself anymore.
Yes.
For now, I don't know when it is, but what if I can still do shit at 100?
you know,
Yeah,
by all means.
I'm 100 years old and I'm doing backflips. Like I'm alright.
I do believe you will live to 100.
Yeah.
For me,
Let's hope not.
5 rings, bones.
let's hope that you don't make it to that 80 you was talking about.
Let's hope for like you said, don't be grumpy.
Because you already wearing Pampers.
75. I don't want it to be a burden to my family or like other people. So like again, to the point where if I can't take care of myself, at least not in the way that's not too burdensome. Like, but
Do you feel like old people is a burden?
I didn't say that.
They are.
Shout out to old
The
people.
ones that can't do for themselves. And it's okay. Like, we gotta speak real sometimes.
I'm
It's a
glad you're
burden
speaking.
sometimes. It's a burden.
I'm glad you.
And, like, in the field that I am, like, they're not always old, but sometimes they are old. It's kind of like it goes hand in hand. Like, they have to take out, like, time out of their lives to, like, deal with that shit. Like, it's not easy.
Children are burdens too.
Children are burdens, too.
Like nobody wants to have that conversation. Shit. Sorry, children are burdens too.
They do dumb shit.
With that being said, it is. I ain't going to really dive too deep in that because that ain't what we're talking about today. But yes, children or old people could be considered burdens. No shade.
Yeah.
It's okay. Some like
that's
your
okay.
family is worth it. Like you taking care
I
of
was
your
about to
dad, who
say.
took care of you. Like it's a burden that some people are willing to take on.
Yeah.
And honestly, kids become old people and both end up needing your help at both ends of the spectrum. Like
It's a full circle situation.
It really
for
is.
sure.
Yeah.
Marquisha?
My why?
Yes, for sure.
The funny thing is, in a creative space, like my why changes a lot.
It should.
When I first started doing photography, me and Bam used to have like these recurrent conversations where, with him doing music and me doing photography, I would be like, are we still going to do this?
Mm-hmm.
Because at any point we could live like a regular life. When I say a regular life, I just mean like
9 to 5.
Come
just
on.
9 to 5. Yes, because the amount of tenacity and will that goes behind checking yourself in order to run your own shit and drive yourself is tiring. And I'll be like, at any point we can stop worrying about that. We know where our checks is coming from. We know that we just got this apartment. We can work on our dog and our family and this.
Security.
Just like this. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But we took a different route. And our route is very unpredictable. Like, it led us apart. You get what I mean? So now we're doing like a long distance situation.
Come back together though.
So when I think about my why, like it's constantly changing, even down to career path. Like I still hold tight to photography, but then I end up finding like this space and wellness that I really like. So now I'm integrating wellness into my life in a way that I didn't think about before.
Yeah.
So now my why just looks. My why is simple. It's like I just want whatever feels good.
I just love that like both of you have decided things that are important to you. You're not just going to push to the side just because like we live in unprecedented times. Like the year 2025, like which we're quite literally living in a recession, and all of these things are still going on. And each every day y'all still wake up and decide to chase your dreams. That's inspiring to the next person. You feel me? But I think also when you say your why changes every day or like constantly because of how life changes constantly because life is unpredictable, right? Life isn't linear. Things aren't going to always look the same 24/7.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that your why is something that I eventually want to get to. I want it to look different constantly.
Yeah.
But I just got to a place where it looks like something at all, and I'm happy with it.
And I'm glad that you made it to this point. And I really feel like I just noticed, especially with you, because it's language, and I don't think that we understand that the things that we say on a constant basis sometimes live up here subconsciously, and we don't repeat, right? So, like you said with the lady who said what you couldn't do, and as you were working towards becoming a sous chef, like all the trials in between, what have you, those words stuck in your head and have you fucked up for real. You get what I mean? I, at some point, had to quiet the noise. I had to quiet the noise, and that's why I said, like, I have to check in with myself. The whole will thing, the whole, like, what do I want, the whole... And that's why I'm really happy that I found, like, this space in, like, wellness and fitness, because even that looks different, right? Like, so to what you say, like, how I choose to go about wellness and fitness isn't everybody's, like, thing. My thing isn't to be the strongest, to have the best body in any of it, because, again, my reasoning for doing things can't be external.
Yeah.
Like, it has to be internal. So I move the way I do because I want to. The aesthetic is a plus, but I want to be able to walk up a flight of steps and not be breathing heavy, and I want to be able to pick heavy shit up and not need help.
Yeah.
And I just want, and I want to be in a good space to make really good decisions without all this extra noise and shit telling me what I can and can't do. Like, it's like, what do I want, what do I need, and how do I need to proceed forward?
Yeah.
So I'm like, my why is this, if there's any external factors on my why, it's probably my program. And even that, it's limited. Like, my why regarding him might just be a couple decisions, and that can't just be me. But outside of that, my why is just more what makes me happy. And if it's not adding to my bottom line, I kind of just move over it.
Yeah, what's your why?
Similar to you, like my why changes and it has changed throughout my lifetime. I think when I was younger, it was my family, specifically my parents. I'm was really protective over both of them, and now just really protective over my mom. As far as like wanting her to have a good life, as she like has provided for me and my siblings. As I got older, it shifted to being more about wanting like simplicity. Like I want a soft life in terms of security. I don't have to worry about bills. I don't have to worry about anything. I have this image in my head of me sitting like crisscross applesauce on the floor with a laptop, working with huge bay windows, and like my partner on the couch taking a nap behind me. And I've had that in my head since I was like a teenager, and that's like part of my why. Let me just take care of this real quick, and then close my computer, get back to the movie or whatever we're doing. And I don't want it to be stressful. I want it to be easy and seamless. That's what my why is in the moment.
I love the. I was about to say. I mean, like, I'm not trying to be funny when I say this, but like, when we talk about delusion, right? Like, that it feels delusional, right? To say because like it's not accessible to you right now, or like it hasn't happened yet, but you're doing things to get you to that image.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that it can be a very realistic thing for you, but you gonna get there. Yeah. Y'all some intelligent niggas.
Feels a little kumbaya.
Right? We holding hands today.
Right.
We not bad on me.
Oh, wow. So I wanted to talk about validation for self or others and what that looks like. So like, are you looking at other people to validate you, or are you able to give it to yourself?
No, I don't need nobody to validate me, to be honest. I used to, though.
Mm-hmm.
I used to seek validation heavy. I work in the hospitality industry, and my job is actually validating others. Like, that's what I get paid to do. I used to be like a people pleaser to my core, and that did not serve me. It actually did the opposite. Like, it got me, it had me feeling taken advantage of for a really long time, honestly. Like, I felt like I gave to the point where the whole take your kindness for weakness thing was like serious.
That's a big thing.
So I actually flipped the script, right? I monetized the thing I was good at, right? Because I can make other people feel good. I know how to do that. But when it comes to what I need for myself, I validate me.
Yeah.
Because looking outward for other people to validate me it's just got me jammed up. And I feel like I live a much better, happier life just not really giving a fuck what other people think. Like, and I mean, like, to my core, I don't give a fuck what they think.
You shouldn't.
I mean, you shouldn't. And I feel like people say this, though. They're like, oh, I care.
And like, be careful.
But you care. But you care. Like, and I mean, down to talk about, like, support, right? And what support looks like, and so on and so forth. And support is like a form of validation. I remember it was me telling you, like, regardless of what this podcast does, you have to be okay if no one supports you. Right? Like, you have to be okay if you show up to this because only we're watching it. Because at the end of the day, I don't have any control over what other people do. Only thing I can do is do my best. And if I am doing my best, all I can hope is that people resonate with it enough that they tune in. But regardless of not if you tune in or not, I still do this for me. I still show up to this because I want to. Because at any point I can stop. But me stopping won't be because of somebody else. It'll be because I just ain't do shit.
Yeah. As far as like seeking validation, I want to say a part of your answer is very similar to mine, which is at my core, I don't give a fuck. And I really mean it because at a point in time I felt like, I don't know if it was people pleasing, but I definitely used to want to just fit in, right? Like, I think that everybody on some level at a point in time in their life just wanted to fit in, wanted to feel normal or like, a part of something, right? Accepted. And once I realized that like, I don't fit in everywhere, that was it was an easier pill to swallow for me than I thought, and I was okay with it and I accepted it. Because there are places where I'm accepted fully and I don't have to show up as anybody else. I can show up as this. I can do whatever I want. I can, you know what I mean? Like, I don't gotta be nothing else. I can just come as myself. I'm gonna be loved. Niggas is gonna celebrate me. Niggas is gonna support me. All of the things, right? So when we talk about seeking validation, I don't seek it outwardly. There's, as we spoke about before this episode, there's like one person on my list, but that's like some core shit. You know what I mean? But like as far as like seeking validation from like social media or like niggas or I know who I am. I feel like a lot of people don't know who they are, but I know who I am. It took me a long time to understand who I was, but I know who I am. A similar part of your answer that I agree with, right? A part of the reason why I started therapy a long time ago was because I didn't understand my purpose here, right? I went through a lot of identity crisis when I was like a young adult. And a lot of shit just didn't make sense to me. I was like, I don't know why I'm here. The world is fucked up, blah, blah, blah. Like, I was just going through a bunch of shit, right? Like, I was like, who am I for real? And I didn't understand my purpose. And I feel like I understand my purpose now. And for a long time, I thought that it was silly, but I know that it also holds weight. And I do feel like my purpose here is to help people. It's I'm the friend that you won't call when you sad, and bitch, I'm gonna make you smile. I'm gonna pick you up. I'm gonna make you laugh. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you also have the space to cry to me and all of that, but bitch, when we hang up, you're gonna feel better about the conversation that you had. You're gonna feel lighter. I'm gonna make you laugh before it's all said and done. And I do feel like that's my purpose. And in a way, that's also healing.
Yes.
So I consider myself to be a healer, right, to this earth. That's my purpose, and I understand that. And because I know my purpose, there's no need to seek out any validation. I know who the fuck I am.
No one can take that away from you.
Period.
And I wanted to name, because you mentioned, when it comes to validation, I feel like you said, identity, and you mentioned therapy and all that kind of stuff. Self-identity, I think, when people don't have it, when people don't know much about self, it leads them seeking validation from like outside sources. And then when they don't get it, it's like a cycle.
That's a really good point.
Like, you out here looking for something that the world can't give you. You gotta give it to yourself.
You need. Because like people, you could tell when people don't have that self-validation. And I feel like that relates a lot to self-love.
Absolutely.
Because they're like, if you're not giving it to them, they're gonna call the phone and ask it for somebody else, and then get it for somebody else. And if they're not getting it, they're gonna start going crazy, and they're gonna start feeling like they're not good enough. And then that's just gonna go down into the wrong fucking rabbit hole.
Absolutely. And then it becomes, like I said, like a quick, shots of validation from here and there. You're being affirmed every now and again, but then how it's just saying when you're not getting there from people. You're not typical.
It's tiring.
It is.
I
So it's awesome.
don't know. Like, I felt tired trying to, like, it's almost like, you don't like me. You don't want to come around. You know what I mean? It's just like, or you're overextending. It's like, well, let me do this for you.
Yeah,
So you can, like, so you can see me.
Yeah. No.
You think you're worth for somebody else. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, like me, I know I'm a good friend. You don't like me because of whatever reason. And it don't even gotta be a bad reason. That's cool. I know who I am.
That's what I'm saying. Like, once I found out that, like, it's not meant to, I mean, like, sometimes it boils down to family, too. Once I realized that, like, that maybe you just never see me for whatever, okay. Once I swallowed that pill, again, it was easier for me to swallow because I have community, right? I've had validation my entire life. I didn't have it from those that I wanted it from. And then once I realized that didn't matter because I still have it and because it still exists, there's no need for me to seek it out anymore. I've been validated my entire life from my community. I don't need it from nobody else.
Yeah.
I'm affirmed in every room that I walk in with my bitches.
Right. You made a really valid point though, because when you're not getting it from family, and you might not be able to maintain friendships, you're just kind of like looking around like, well, who gonna love me? Who gonna take care of me? You know, like that type of thing.
Okay.
I only see validation in conflicts because I feel like to deal with a conflict, nobody should automatically think that they're right.
Yes.
Now, some shit is cut and dry, but a lot of things I seek validation from. I mean, I've talked to all of y'all a bunch of times to make sure that like what I'm saying or how I'm about to move is correct because. He'll tell me a bunch of times, like, you're doing too much. And then you'll tell me, like, no, you're absolutely right. So that's the only time I actually seek validation.
You the angel and the devil?
Pretty much.
Who's who?
I'm the devil. You the angel.
I'm the devil? Oh, I'm the angel?
You the angel.
Yeah.
Because he gonna tell me some shit I don't want to hear.
Oh. I thought you was going to say that. I'm not gonna lie. I thought that you was going to say I was the devil. So I'm thinking about one specific situation in my head, and I was like, yeah, I can kind of see that. But okay.
He would be the angel, but he just sees both. He sees both sides too much. Yeah. And low key, before I ask you, I already know that I'm right. So
because sometimes it's not a right or wrong, right? I'm perspective.
Yes.
Right. Mm-hmm. But he can be right, and I can give the validity to him being right, but also. I still feel like you should think about this because you might be going too hard. Right? Like, that's why he said he don't like the word grace. Because the first thing I'll be like, is like, I feel like this deserves grace. And he'll be like, but you think everything deserves grace. And I'm just like, again, no one's 100% perfect. So if I, for any reason, can put myself on that other end, but I can find grace in it. Absolutely. Now, grace doesn't always, grace doesn't mean that we cool. It just means I see you.
Yes.
That's it.
It could be how I say it.
But depending on what you did to me, I still don't fuck with you.
Right.
But I understand. And I stay over there. That's it.
That's what ultimately ends up happening for conflicts.
Do you feel like for your, sorry, this is off topic, who you lean on more, the angel or the devil?
I don't think I lean on anybody more.
You rely on self?
I feel like I ask you all equally. Even my friend Sean. Yeah, I think it's equally.
Okay.
I low-key already be knowing how I feel. And it's not just, I ain't going to ask one person. I'm going to get like multiple opinions.
Okay.
And I don't mean I'm going to go with the majority, but it just gives me better insight. He normally does, you do give me better insight. Like, that's how they feeling, but I don't really care. That's how I'm doing.
But I always say,
that's where the grace should come in.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I always say, but how you feel is what matters most.
Yeah. Okay, great. Yeah.
As far as validation, I'm a very self-validating person and self-motivated. Like it's called intrinsic motivation. Like it's gonna come from within me. I didn't really receive it a lot externally growing up, so I kind of managed, like I do with a lot of things, to give it to myself and just figure it out on my own. So yeah, I don't.
Do you feel like that's a burden sometimes?
Yeah.
What's the burden to
have to? Well, I think more so of the I gotta.
The way I figured it out. The way I got to it. Yes.
Like I gotta do it by myself. Like or like. I feel like a lot of times we all carry this weight of like feeling like we can't lean on people, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like we gotta, I'm gonna just tough it out and I'm gonna just do it myself. Like, just.
It's very hard for me to ask for help, and I think that stems from like disappointment. You know, you weren't always feeling like that, but when you did feel like you had that help, you didn't get it.
Yeah.
Even though you know that she was giving it to others.
Absolutely.
So I think that's where it stems from.
The one time you actually open your mouth to say, "Hey, I need this," I can.
Yeah.
And then you're like, "Well, I shouldn't have said.
I should have said that. I would have been better if I just would have did it myself."
Yeah, that's understandable, but I don't think that your answer or like the answer that you receive will be like, you know, it's not. Is the word finite that I want to use?
Yes.
It's not that. You could call somebody.
Some words today.
Stop, come on, I've been reading my Webster. But I think like you calling one person and they are like, you know what I mean, they not showing up for you in the way that you need them to, versus like you calling one of us is going to look very different. Yeah. And you know, if you need some shit, you be able to call on us. I feel like we've all proved to each other now that we can depend on each other.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because that's what community is supposed to be. Life is hard enough. You don't got to do everything by yourself. And this is a very important conversation that we have today. But for real, that's what I really want before we even end anything or move on. We are not supposed to be doing all this shit by ourselves. We are supposed to be having community. We are supposed to be able to call on our people and be like, "Hey, I need some help with this."
Yes.
And maybe this friend won't be able to help you. Don't let that disappointment eat you up inside to the point where you like, you know what? I'm not. That's not. You're doing yourself a disservice.
That's just rejection in real time, but it's a different type of rejection.
Exactly. I feel like that's something that I had to learn too. Right. I asked two people to do something for me before they're gonna see this. I don't care. I love y'all. Y'all already know. I asked two people to do something for me before or with me, and then they didn't show up for me, right? And for a long time, I didn't ask for anything else. I didn't do a bunch of shit, and I had to get over that hump. It's like, okay, that's human error.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Did that mean that they didn't love me or no? Did that mean that they didn't support me? No. Like, you know what I mean? That's just some shit that I had to get over.
Yeah.
It's like, sometimes the answer is going to be no. That's okay. That doesn't mean that you should stop leaning on them, though. Or like, because they're not going to stop leaning on you, because that's not what community is. Yeah. You're supposed to ask for help. That's supposed to be a normal thing. I don't know why all of us carry this weight of, I got to tough this shit out by myself and I got to get it out the mud. That is not, I don't necessarily feel like that builds success stories for everybody. You know what I mean? You need people, you need your friends, you need your community, whoever you consider to be your people, you need them to continue to elevate in life, to get to where you're going, bitch, all of the things.
Yeah. I feel like that's a learned behavior though. Like I know for me, at least I got it from
Absolutely.
my mom. I got it from my mom. She's a Cancer. Like she's very much so like selfless to a fault. Like she'll give you and go without. And it's like, bro, you can't do that with any and everybody. And that's kind of where discernment comes in. That's kind of where I had to figure out on my own, okay, I can't be like that. That's when I had to stop being being like with a people pleaser. Because it's not going to serve me. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to be SOL in the end. Mm-hmm. So,
they're not going to help you.
At that point, you're pouring from an empty cup.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I'm not going to negative.
And when your cup is empty, you're looking for somebody to fill it, and everybody is.
Because they take care of their own cups like they're supposed to.
Like they're supposed
to. Put your mask on first.
Mm-hmm.
Like, literally.
Mind you, when you're on the plane, they tell you that.
Put your mask on first.
Put yours on first.
That part. Weird. And then I wanted to explain one thing. So, how do you guys think motivation shifts when you're healing, like in the process, or actually no, when you're healed, like
you tend to see things from a much clearer perspective. You know what I mean? Like how you say, like you do things out of anger sometimes. Like if I enter, we'll just use like a argument, right? If I enter an argument from a place of aggression, you get what I mean? Like the communication law, already. You get what I mean? If I'm entering an argument from a healed space, you get what I mean, of wanting resolution, not just for means of wanting to be heard, or I want you to understand where I'm coming from. But if I'm coming in willing to understand, then that's already half the battle, right? Like you'll in that argument, at least you'll feel heard. So even if we don't see eye to eye, like we can still come to some sort of consensus. Like when I'm entering, and that's just with anything. Like if I'm entering my workspace, coming from a space of like positivity, or just kind of like a calm. If it's my craft, like I just feel like my execution is just a lot more thorough.
absolutely.
Because again, if I'm doing things and the intent looks any way other, it's just for me. It just doesn't serve me. It doesn't serve me to enter spaces and be aggressive or be anything else, because it's just a disaster.
I agree.
I feel like for me, my motivation changes when I'm healed, or like how it changes is things feel like more obtainable. Things feel more realistic for me, right? I told you like this year was the first year that I felt things were more realistic than ever for myself. And that's because I feel like the thing that was hindering me for quite some time is, I'm not even gonna say that it's fully healed, but it is healed enough to the point where like I can focus again. I said in a previous episode that like my thoughts are a lot quieter now. I can get shit done to an extent that I've never been able to before. Things that I've only dreamt about before seem I can reach out and touch it. This year I became a doer because my thoughts are quieter. I'm not overthinking about things anymore in the capacity that I used to. I can put my mind to something and then do it. This podcast is an example of that. And then next year, even more stuff for myself. Like, you know what I mean? This year was also the first year that like I made a goals list for 2025, and I've accomplished about 90% of it. Things look a lot different for me this year because I'm not who I was last year. There's been a lot of self-work that has been done. There's just a lot of reflecting that has been done, and there's been a lot of release. There is a lot of no more weight on my shoulders about things. Because I have forgiven myself for a lot of stuff, I can now pick the ball back up and like it's going. You know what I mean? Like it's going.
Just trying to move through the world with all that weight on your shoulders, all the things, the loud voices in your head, the anxiety, the whatever else, it can be damaging. Like it can be paralyzing, honestly. You can't move. You can't achieve anything if you can't move forward.
Mm-hmm.
You can't move forward, you can't function on a day-to-day basis.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. What about you, man?
Me, motivation when you're healed feels like what you said earlier, it doesn't need to come from an outside source.
Yeah.
So I don't need that anger to have a good workout. Now, granted, if you piss me off, I'm hyped,
It's gonna be better.
heavier.
Yeah.
But I don't need that. I don't need motivation to get up and go to work. Like I'm in a good space in life where I could just get up and do that naturally. So motivation to me is just healed to me is not coming from outside sources. It's coming from within.
I love that.
As far as me, kind of a combination of all your answers. Like it's life is easier. Things slow down for me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like things become more simple. Like
Is it like your head is more clear. Because meditating, I don't mean to cut you off. When you meditate, the goal is to clear your mind, right? And the goal of meditation is to help you in all aspects of everything: health, stress, anxiety. And when you have a more clear mind, the more you can achieve. So is that like where you're going with that?
Yeah. Even like mindfulness techniques like breathing and box breathing, that definitely helps me like clear my head. But yeah, it's easier. It's easier to like, you know, get things done, get through my day, even remain like present in sessions.
You got that ice cream?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I think you're probably
We eat the ice cream here.
It's kids that live in the please finish.
Yeah, we have a winter time.
Okay, so
The ice cream man, boy. Of
I
course
want
it is here.
to thank all of you guys for your candor. And yeah, that's about it for this week, this episode.
Here, come on, close us out.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe, retweet, repost, comment. You know, write in with your advice, all that good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And seek professional help if you need it.
We are not professionals.
We are not professionals.
Well, Danny isn't.
Not right now.
Oh, well, he will soon be a professional again.
He's a professional, just not in this episode. He's not giving y'all legal advice.
Correct.
Or any mental advice.
I mean, well, shit, by the time they see this, yes. Thank y'all. Coming back to another episode of Couch. We love y'all. Follow us on the Couch Chronicles with a Z on Instagram, and we'll see y'all next week.
Bye.
Welcome to the couch.